And we recently learned today's shooting of a Virginia Beach police officer happened while a team served a warrant regarding child pornography. The suspect, we're told, shot the officer a number of times as the police team entered the apartment. And that's when other officers returned fire. The officer who was shot is still being treated at the hospital. All detectives are questioning the suspect. This is the second day a police officer has been shot in the line of duty. We have live team coverage of these police shootings. Stephen Graves is live in Virginia Beach. Nico Clemens is reporting live from Hampton. We'll get to them in just a moment. But Regina, these shootings happened within just 16 hours.
Well, that's right. The first shooting happened before 3 p.m. yesterday. Police received a call about a robbery at a GameStop in Hampton Town Center. We're told the officer was shot as he was taking down a suspect in the parking lot. Another officer returned fire, injuring the suspect. Now detectives think this crime is connected to another GameStop robbery that took place yesterday. Now, today's shooting left 2 officers injured on Ohio Avenue near West Lane and Virginia Beach Boulevard. Police say the shooter is now in custody. That man allegedly shot an officer as he served a warrant this morning. We are still working to find out how the officer was injured during that exchange.
And Stephen Graves is live in Virginia Beach. Stephen, police say the officer is still being treated for a number of gunshot wounds.
That's right. Right now, we know that officer is being surrounded by family and fellow officers at the hospital. According to the Virginia Beach Police Union president, this was an officer with a Special Investigations Unit, and he was wearing a ballistic vest when he was shot multiple times. This scene is still very active on Ohio Avenue. It's been going on for close to 12 hours now. Neighbors continue to tell us about this suspect they rarely saw.
Never seen anything like this happen in this side of the neighborhood.
Sirens blaring, officers carrying large guns. An unlikely and unwelcome sight for people in Virginia Beach's Oceana Gardens neighborhood. A.J. Taylor had a front seat to the commotion.
Right about 9 o'clock, they said, okay, we need to evacuate everybody, so get your wife, get out of there.
Police say it started when they tried to execute a search warrant at a home on Ohio Avenue. Police Chief Jim Severus says the purpose was to look into suspicion of child pornography on electronic devices.
Officers, as they usually do in these cases, announce their presence numerous times. They continue to announce their presence and knock on doors.
Severus says as they gained entry soon after shots rang out from a room upstairs. The one at the trigger, the 46-year-old suspect who allegedly shot an officer multiple times.
I think in the past 16 years that I've been living there, I only saw him like maybe 3-4 times. You know, he didn't socialize with anybody. He just stayed up there in his garage.
Neighbors say the suspect lived in the small garage-like apartment behind his mother's home. After about 5 hours, he came out and surrendered without incident. As authorities investigate miles away at the hospital, fellow officers stand by their injured brother, who we know was shot at least 1 time in the shoulder.
In speaking with the doctor, he's very fortunate today. It looks like he's going to be fine. He was conscious and he was speaking.
And tonight, police also tell us that suspect was also injured when a K-9 was deployed. Right now, we're told that this suspect hasn't been formally charged just yet. Depending what was found in that home, he could face child pornography charges. And if what happened today, he could face a charge of commission of a firearm within a felony, and he also could face a capital murder charge. Reporting in Virginia Beach, I'm Stephen Graves, 13 News Now.
Moving now from the shooting in Virginia Beach to the shooting in Hampton.
Police just released the names of the 3 suspects. One man suspected of robbing a GameStop allegedly shot an officer in the Hampton Town Center parking lot. And here's a very disturbing new detail. They say Leonard Morrison III shot the officer with the policeman's own gun. And Nico Clemens is standing by. Nico, they're saying the shooting is related to another GameStop robbery in Chesapeake yesterday.
That's right. 4 hours after robbing the GameStop in Chesapeake, police say the men targeted the GameStop here in Hampton. Now, again, their names and faces: Alan Ralph, James Gregory, and Leonard Morrison. Tonight, we're learning more about the altercation between one of those suspects and an officer. New details in an officer-involved shooting in Hampton. Police say these three men, James Gregory, Alan Ralph, and Leonard Morrison, robbed this GameStop Monday afternoon. The robbery just 4 hours after police say the men targeted the GameStop in Chesapeake.
Why rob a GameStop?
We caught Jeffrey Tyson coming out of the game store in Hampton, a place he shops all the time.
I was just shocked that anything like that happened around here.
Hampton police chased the men to the AMC parking lot. Moments later, a physical altercation between one of the men and an officer. Police say during the altercation, the officer was injured and one of the men grabbed the officer's weapon. Another officer shot the suspect several times.
We just come out to enjoy life, and these things do happen.
Police do say it appears the suspect shot the officer. Tonight, the investigation grows as shoppers like Tyson realize the situation could have turned out completely different.
It's real good that he was able to stay alive through the entire ordeal. You know, you wouldn't want somebody dying because somebody decided to rob a GameStop.
And both a criminal and internal investigation are underway, and both of the officers involved are placed on administrative leave pending the investigation, or administrative duties rather, pending the investigation. Live in Hampton, Nico Clemens, 13 News Now.
More breaking news now. A bus crashed in Virginia Beach. This is near Witch Duck and Jericho Roads. Police say students were on board and there are injuries. Our Jimmy Lee is live on the scene. Jimmy, both drivers were hurt in this accident.
That's right. Both drivers were hurt in this accident, Regina. Fire officials tell me a total of 8 people were injured in this accident. Unfortunately, 5 of them are children. They were all taken to the hospital. Thankfully, their injuries are only minor. The bus driver was also taken to the hospital with minor non-life-threatening injuries. And then the driver and the passenger of the other vehicle involved in the crash were taken to the hospital with serious injuries but non-life-threatening. I talked to a child who was riding the bus. He told me that the bus was driving through this intersection when all of a sudden a white sedan T-boned them. He said that they felt this big jerk and then it was chaos after that. I talked to a couple of witnesses who heard the crash. They said they ran outside and just saw everyone screaming.
It was chaos. All the kids were screaming and 2 other school buses stopped, so everybody was screaming out those windows. And
now, as you can see, the intersection is now clear, but Witch Duck Road was closed off for some time as police try to clear the crash. And at this point, it is too early to say who is at fault here. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Jemmy Lee, 13 News Now.